Hello again, Coach F um, here with my last video this year on flexible dieting. Hopefully, kind of see to death of the topic. But I'm just going to summarize. I'm going to keep this super short and go through it really quickly. I got my notes out in front of me. I'm ready to rock. Shouldn't take long. Okay, so flexible dieting. If you don't know what it is, you haven't heard much about it, go back to my videos. There's 3, if not 4 videos up there already about flexible dieting and how you can use it, what to do, etc. But this is going to be just a quick summary video. I'm doing it for most of my clients because they've been through a lot of it, and any newcomers to our Meta GT group, to save them watching like an hour worth of video, we've tried to compress it down so they can get a summary and they can go back over the other videos when they have time. Okay, so point number 1, what is flexible dieting? It's a very flexible, non-rigid approach to getting into better shape. Okay, it applies for weight loss people, weight gain people, so it's all good. Okay, so point number one, tackling hunger. It's wise to think more about the food you eat than the calories and macros. Okay, get that? When tackling hunger, so when you're hungry and you're trying to diet successfully, it is far wiser to think about the foods that you're eating. What are your meals consistent of? What are they made up of? How much green is there? How much protein? How much fat? How much carbohydrate, etc. And what sources are those macronutrients coming from? This is far more important to think about than calories and overall macros. Like, am I getting my 30% protein, 30% carbs, whatever your ratios are? You don't have to be that rigid. It's not for everybody. If you're a competitor, you got to stay in that shape. You need to track pretty closely what you're eating. But if you're not, you're an average Joe. I'll stop disappearing. If you're an average Joe, just trying to get into better shape and look and feel your best, and you know that the macros thing isn't going to work for you, if you know that calorie count is just too much of a head fuck, for lack of a better term, well then, don't worry about it. Okay? Just eat better. Okay? Flexible diets resemble that of paleo and clean eating diets in many ways. Okay? But the main way being there is no room, and I stress no room, for refined and processed foods. And I stress no room because when I say no room, people always say, we can have a little bit though, can't we? So I'm going to say no room, and you do with that what you like. Okay? But this only works if the bullshit behavior is shrunk right down. Okay? So that's the main thing. That's the first thing. It's important to keep your protein intake super high when you're flexible dieting, because you should be training. If you're not training, you're not lifting weights, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. It's certainly not impossible, but you're going to have a much greater rate of success if you're training and engaging in a flexible diet at the same time. Regardless of whether you're training or not, your protein intake has to be high. Okay, and if a certain aesthetic is desired, you want to be a little bit more chiseled, you're sick of the abs, you can't see your abs, you're sick of the fat around the flab around the midsection or the back of the arms, the bingo wings, whatever it is. If there's a specific aesthetic that you're after, okay, and you're not getting there through training and diet alone, you may need to track your protein. It's not hard to do. It's really, really easy. And if you supplement, it's even easier. So don't be afraid of protein. Use it to your advantage. These supplements are there to help you. Okay, get your diet right first. The English could speak. Get your diet right first, and then make sure you're hitting your protein targets every day. If you want to know what that is, check out our Facebook page. It's on there. Same is true for our website. Okay, you can find this information online. We have it. It's online. But I'm not going to make it easy for you now, because I got a lot to do and get through, and I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. Okay, so set your protein target, keep your intake high, and train hard. And make sure you're consuming enough calories to support your training, because underconsumption of calories can be as much of a problem as overconsumption if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. Okay? Set the daily protein target. That's a good practice to have. It's the one thing I would say helps flexible dieters do better over longer periods of time. It's the only thing that I would say is really, really good to track. Okay? So set your protein target and track it closely. Okay? Make sure you hit the same amount of protein every single day, no matter what you're doing. Okay, it's going to promote positive growth and of healthy muscle tissue and maximize protein balance in the system. All good things. Okay, When done correctly, flexible dieting will force you to eat healthily. Okay, it's a byproduct of engaging in this approach to dieting. When you do it right, you will not have an unhealthy diet because of that first rule. Sorry, second rule. No, first rule. There's no room for bullshit behavior. There's no room for for sweets and snacks and stuff. Okay, and again, go back to our other videos on flexible dieting, and you'll get a bit more about how you can do that and why you don't need to snack as much or at all if that's what you're doing. So when done correctly, flexible dieting will force you to eat healthily. This is down to the high volume of fruits, vegetables and whole meat produce in the diet, and also a little bit of dairy and stuff like that too. Now if you have allergies, obviously stay away from the allergies, okay, or sorry, the foods that you react to. So if you're lactose intolerant, dairy is not going to be for you. You're going to want to find a better fat source. It's probably going to, almost certainly actually going to come from meats and then vegetables like avocado, okay. But really important to get those things right, okay. Like I say, if you have any food sensitivities or allergies, make sure you exclude those foods from your shopping list right from the get-go, okay. Okay, next point. Sorry, I just need to see my notes. Sorry for moving the camera so much. Overall calorie balance. Now, after your initial stage of flexible dieting, your gains are going to slow down. The rate of fat loss is going to slow down a bit. Okay, or you might not put on muscle quite as quickly on the other end of the spectrum. So calorie balance is important. Once you've nailed the basics of eating healthily and you've started to get the ball rolling, and I know I said it earlier, you don't have to track calories, but to get past a certain point, you may need to do it. Just for a little while. Maybe not forever, but certainly for a little bit of time. So overall calorie balance, like in all diets, is important. Okay, if you're not losing weight while dieting, you are consuming more calories than you're expending. Simple. Unless there's a medical reason that contradicts that statement, you're just eating too much. If you don't know where it's coming from, look harder. Talk to your coach, get some professional advice, or do something. But don't tell yourself, I'm dieting, I'm eating really well and I'm not losing weight. Don't fall into that trap. It's bullshit. If you're not losing weight, you're eating too much. Simple. Energy balance. Again, there are medical reasons why some people won't. Okay, but again, if you have those conditions, you'll know about it already. Okay, so it doesn't really hold. Even if you follow the rules to the letter and only consume whole foods, you can still end up gaining fat if you don't eat below the minimum maintenance calorie target on a consistent basis. If you're not sure what your maintenance calories are or how to get them, metaphysiques.eu, there's an article on our blog. Sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night. There's an article on our blog that tells you how to do exactly that. Okay, so head over to metaphysiques.eu and you can find out what the formula is. It's really, really simple. It's like literally one sum to find out what your maintenance calories are. Okay. Next point. It's important to note that the exclusion of dietary junk, consumables like sweets, treats, consumables that have low or zero nutritional value. So these are basically nutritionally defunct foods. These are junk foods, alcoholic beverages, blah, 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 blah. Excluding them is central to your success. And I cannot stress that enough. Okay, sure, if you've been doing really well and you've had a good run of things, you might allow yourself a drink or two, but really I'm talking about maximizing your results, so that's getting the most results in the smallest space of time. Cut them out, cut the bullshit, be mature, don't prick around, and you're going to have a much easier, pleasant time of this whole experience of losing weight or getting into better shape than were you to try and keep including those little treats every other day. Trust me, they add up and add up to a lot in the space of a week. So be mindful of that, okay? Mindful. It's important to note, last point, flexible dieting is very much a lifestyle choice and not the type of diet that you drop in and out of. There is room for less optimal food choices, but it's important to understand that certain foods can trigger cravings and there is a price to be paid for overindulgence and overconsumption of foods. Okay? And in the spirit of keeping this under 10 minutes, I'm going to wrap it up at that. Okay, that's our whole summary. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, go back through our channel. You can find longer videos kind of opening up what I've already spoken about. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. You can always email me at info@metaphysiques.eu. Find us on Facebook. Or just hit the website, metaphysiques.eu. Get in touch, guys. Well, I have no friends and all I want to do is talk about fitness. What could go wrong? Talk soon.